communication is the key to success and therefore happiness, whether it is your personal or your professional life. Through my videos, which are in the form of mini lessons, I will help you communicate with an impact. I have been a recruiter for a major part of my career, and I have screened nothing less than 10 to 15,000 CVs at least. And the tips that I'm going to share now are going to be all out of my personal experience. So let's start with this lesson. The first tip: divide your CV, at least mentally, into 3 broad sections, which are going to be the introduction, the core experience or the expertise, and the last is your academic and your personal details. So in your introduction, you can put things like your summary, your achievements, anything which will tell in a snapshot who you are. Core experience, of course, the detail out your work experience. Now I understand for fresh graduates, this section would be missing, but that's okay. You can put in the your internship experiences or any projects that you have done during your college times. Detail it out as much as possible in this section. And the last comes your academics and your personal details. So let's go to the second tip. Now, as a recruiter, I would like to know who you are right at the beginning. So I don't mean your name, of course that is going to be there, that's a given. But I'd like to know who you are professionally, okay? So put a title or a headline right at the beginning, preferably in a single line. So what I mean is, for example, my CV would read something like MBA in HR with 15 years experience in corporate HR. Or there can be a headline such as MSc in chemistry with 12 years experience in quality control. Or MBA in marketing with 5 years of experience in sales and product management. Okay, so this immediately sets the tone for the entire resume. Now, if your qualification and your experience is completely different from each other, then you can choose to write just the experience. So an HR professional with 20 years experience, with 12 years experience, whatever the experience it is. But make sure that there is some title or a headline. Tip number 3. Always write your work experience in the reverse chronological order. So start with your current job first or your most recent job, and then go back in that order. Don't start with your first job to your to your current job. Start with your current to the first. Now when you write the details of each organization that you have worked in, the tenure, make sure that you write the month and the year. So for example, ABC Limited, March 2015 to May 2018. Don't write 2015 to 2018. Or it's not even required to write the exact date, like 1st March 2015 to 23rd May 2018. It's not required to detail it out that much, but month and year to month and year. That's important. The 4th tip is about the formatting. Make sure you have uniform formatting throughout, which means you should be using one single font and one single font size for the entire document. Now for the headings or for the titles, you can use bold formatting, or you can underline it as well. But make sure that you're not using a different font. You can use a slightly larger font size for the headings if you want, but again, same font. One single font in the entire document. Be very conscious about this. Also, I want to tell you another thing is the caps. Don't use caps lock unnecessarily. Only if it is required in certain cases, if you want to emphasize something, or in titles, only then you use caps. You cannot have an entire sentence in caps anywhere into the document. The final tip is about grammar, spellings and punctuations. Now this part is extremely critical. Make sure that there is zero error in grammar, spellings and punctuations. I cannot stress on this point enough. Any error in this can make a difference between a rejected and a shortlisted CV. Why? Because this aspect talks a lot about your written communication, and written communication is almost inevitable in our jobs. So if you need any help in grammar, spellings or punctuations, check out some of my other videos also on this channel. So let's quickly recap. Tip number 1, your introduction, your core experience, and then your academic and personal details. This should be the order. Second tip, make sure that you have a headline or a title which will describe you, preferably in a single line. Third, your your experience should be in reverse chronological order. Fourth, uniform formatting. And fifth, zero error in grammar, spellings and punctuation. So I hope you found this mini lesson useful. If you would like more details on this topic, do write to me in the comment section. And if you found this useful, do like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.